Welcome back to the pod, everybody. What's going on? As you can see, we got us a guest today. That's Daryl. I'm Glenn,
I'm Tyler.
and this is the Channel Surfers, baby. Let's go. All right, man. Like I said, welcome back to the pod. We got a friend of the show, Daryl. He's a guy with a lot of movie opinions, a lot of TV opinions that nobody asked for, but he was like, yo, somebody got to hear what I got to say. So welcome to the pod. As we start off every episode, Daryl, tell us what is the best thing you watched this week?
Best thing I watched this week was a Night of the Seven Kingdoms for sure. What, episode 4, I think?
Episode 4, yes.
On Friday. So they dropped it on Friday because the Super Bowl was on Sunday. So I watched it after work, and that was peak television for sure.
Yes.
The best episode of the season for sure. One of the best episodes of the entire Game of Thrones canon. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. It was peak television. So now I'm ready for episode 5. I believe it's only 6 episodes, so we're already pretty much done with it. But that was it. I feel like I saw something that it was rated like one of the highest rated Game of Thrones show of all time.
It is. It got a 9.7, so it was rated higher than anything House of the Dragon did, and it's obviously the highest in this show. So it's damn near up there with like Winds of Whisper and stuff like that, and Hardhome and all that.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it over like Battle of the Bastards or anything like that. But
no, for sure. But and especially for the fact that it was, these shows, Night of Seven Kingdoms, every episode is 30 minutes. So for them to cook, they cooked in 30 minutes. Tyler, did you get a chance to watch it?
Not yet, no.
Ooh, all right.
I've been moving, bro. I've been moving.
I know you've been moving. Yeah, you've been moving into the crib.
I just
and
got
it did drop Friday, as opposed to, we always talked about it. Night of Seven Kingdoms is appointment television, HBO, 9 p.m. Central. But no,
not that important, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
He said
it released early. All right, give me a break. I didn't have internet.
What's the best thing you watched, Tyler?
I've been watching Fallout Season 2. It's been pretty solid. I mean, I don't play the games either, so it's like, I'm sure there's a lot of fan service going on in the show, but I obviously don't know what the hell any of it is. But I mean, it's been fairly entertaining. I mean, I don't think it's as good as the first season, but the first season was pretty solid. But I mean, I don't know. I've just been catching up on that.
I watched the first season. I have not gotten to the second season yet. I know it just ended. I just haven't. I mean, there's so much going on, but the first season was like really, really good television. Like really good television. Amazon Prime. I absolutely love that show. But that's on my list. Have you watched Fallout, Daryl?
Yeah, I watched the first season, and I've been watching the second season. I've watched the last episode of the second season came out last week.
Yeah,
and like it's kind of telling us that I think the first season was better. I wasn't just super locked in either way. When I watch the season 2, I might drift off and get on my phone a little bit.
That's my problem right now.
It's all right, man. It's cool. The season finale was actually pretty good.
Okay.
And I'll watch season 3, but I ain't gonna be like, oh my god, everybody needs to watch Fallout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got Walton Goggins, so I'm gonna watch it. That's all. I'm saying.
That's my guy. That's my guy for sure. So I watched Lincoln Lawyer, Netflix, season 4. Lincoln Lawyer, the movie was with Matthew McConaughey. Now they've done 4 seasons. This season, if you watch season 3, right at the end, it was a cliffhanger where he had found a body in his trunk. So now this season, he is on trial for murder, and he's representing himself pro se. And bro, like this season, like he really he's obviously a big criminal defense attorney, but like he really in his criminal defense bag because like he got to put his own self like up against it. So this season, smooth. I love this show. Like I love everything they're doing with this show. Like to me, I know we dropped the top 5 shows of January. Like for me, this is already in the running for like one of the best shows of February for sure. Like, and I don't really fuck with Netflix like that, but this was a good one. Netflix is 2 for 2 so far this year with a show. So there you go. You got 3 shows. You got Fallout, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and Lincoln Lawyer. There you go. So we're gonna get into our Mount Rushmore of actors. Kind of give you guys a look into our personality. Mount Rushmore's 4 guys. This is real quick. We are all 33, 34 years old. So if we don't have, Marlon Brando, if we don't have Sidney Poitier, sorry, we didn't see these people. And we did see them, but, we all go back and watch movies. But right now is what we're talking about, what we grew up on. So Daryl, you're the guest. You kick us off with your Mount Rushmore of actors.
Okay. I mean, if you know me or if you know if you know anything about me, which you probably don't, but number one is gonna be Denzel. It is what it is. Even though a Mount Rushmore isn't about ranking, it's just about top four. I'm gonna say it. Denzel's number one. And I'm pretty sure, like we kind of spoke about this before, I'm pretty sure we're all gonna have at least two of the four the same. So Denzel is one for me, and then everybody else I just put on the same plane. Leo is up there. I went with Robert De Niro as my third spot. And then one that I don't think y'all might not have, but I put it on there because I needed some variety, something different. I put Jim Carrey on there.
Jim Carrey. Okay, that's a good one.
I almost had him on my list
because
too.
I wanted a comedian, but also Jim Carrey has range.
He has
the comedy, and then he can stuff like Eternal Sunshine.
Yep, absolutely.
So his range is like,
it is, and that's a good one. That's a good pull for sure. So you said Denzel,
Leo,
Robert De Niro.
For my older guard, I went with Robert. I actually had Robert De Niro, and I had Al Pacino.
Yeah, got you.
Let me do one or the other. So I went with and then I went with Jim.
Okay, Tyler, for you,
so obviously we all have Denzel and Leo, so we're gonna knock that off. So my left field pick, I actually got introduced to him a long time ago, Daniel Day-Lewis, because I love Last of the Mohicans.
The method actor.
Love Last of the Mohicans. And then obviously, he did Lincoln and all that, but I think he's like the most nominated actor of all time. I think he has the most
what movie I first saw him in was actually a Leo movie. It was Gangs in New York.
Yeah. That's another one.
Movie
that's a long ass movie, right? That's an epic.
But I love that movie.
But then, just like Daryl said, one of those comedic actors, Robin Williams, R.I.P., the GOAT.
Man, that's a good one. Good Will Hunting. Good one.
Make you cry every time, bro. Good Will Hunting.
Y'all put some good actors.
Dude, I'm telling you, I mean, I wasn't sure if I was gonna put him on there or not. I almost went with Robert De Niro, but I figured I was like, let me switch it up a little bit. But I mean, Aladdin. He was in Aladdin, the genie, classic. I
like that he can make kid movies, and then he can make serious movies. He can make, you know what I'm saying, like that. Again, it speaks to the range. You can make movies for everybody.
He's got some duds out there, but I'm still gonna watch him, like Patch Adams. Not a great movie, but I'm gonna watch that shit every time.
Yeah. The nigga played Peter Pan.
Exactly. See, I'm telling you.
Real quick. Well, listen, real quick. I was actually looking at that movie the other day. Hook has a fucking crazy ensemble when you go back and look at it.
Yes.
That ensemble, bro, is absolutely loaded. It's like 10 Oscar actors in that movie. Like, why did y'all have all these people in this movie?
Yep.
Man. So, okay. Mine is the same. Mine is actually exactly the same as Daryl, where even though Mount Rushmore is not a ranking, Denzel is one. I think it's hard to even make a case for me growing up to put an actor on his playing field. When I see Denzel in movies with other people that I consider good actors, he outshines them. So again, it is one for me, and then everybody else is on even playing field. Leo will be my next. My third person, actually, when I'm looking for range as well, I went with Jamie Foxx. I think Jamie Foxx can do every type of role. I think Jamie Foxx has a lot of, as far as comedian, he can do the funny, he can do the serious, he can do it all. And then obviously he has everything else going for him. My fourth one is my dark horse. I know people are going to laugh at me for this. I'm a Matthew McConaughey guy. I am a Matthew McConaughey guy, like through and through. Y'all know I love a rom-com. I consider him to be one of the rom-com goats. And then he literally was like, you know what? I'm going to show y'all, like there's a story that went out that it was like he turned down $15 million to be in a rom-com because he was like, I don't want to be pigeonholed as a rom-com guy. And that's when he did Interstellar. Then he did True Detective. Then he did Dallas Buyer Club.
Yeah, he waited for the scripts to come. He's like, I don't think it's gonna come.
And it's like, it's like, hey, I can do this whenever I want to. He still jumps in movies. I don't know if y'all saw The Lost Bus on Apple TV. Like he can jump in a movie whenever he wants to. So Matthew McConaughey is my guy. Now, real quick, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but because Matthew McConaughey is there for me, the guy that's going to replace Matthew McConaughey, even though he has no critical acclaim, is Jon Bernthal. He, to me, is the most scene-stealing actor I've ever seen. When he's in a movie, it's like it becomes a Jon Bernthal movie. So
Bernthal is part of that. Like to me, I have two actors who are like not in that upper echelon.
Yeah,
actors like a Denzel, Leo, but they're in the next tier. But I subscribe to whatever they're in, whether it's a movie or a TV show. It's
Yes.
him and Tom Hardy. If I
Yeah.
see either one of those dudes, and they both kind of carry themselves the same, like we're on TV, like they are not to be fucked with at all.
Yeah.
They gonna,
It's like if you're gonna act with them, you better bring your acting shoes because
Yeah.
they gonna outact. They will outact your ass. Tyler, I'm low key surprised you didn't put Damon or Affleck. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I love them both, like especially in movies together. But I mean, I think Damon lately has been better than Damon was before because I mean he's been
Damon had
choosing
like
better
10
movies.
years where he tripped out. He was
Yeah,
picking.
he's been choosing better movies now. But I mean,
Affleck is always. I mean, he's consistent. I feel like he's been very consistent.
Yeah.
And he had the same thing.
He made
where
one
it
of the
was
worst
like,
movies of all time, though. So we can't.
That's fair.
So you know who nobody put on there, who now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of fucked up.
Who?
Tom Cruise, man. Where the fuck is Tom Cruise at?
If it was the greatest action stars of all time, we're doing action stars of all time.
Guy.
I mean, hey, yeah, now he's strictly kind of action, but in the 90s,
no, he was killing it.
He was.
Show me the money.
Movie he finna do. That movie he getting ready to do coming up, like The Dirt or whatever.
Digger,
bro. It's funny because he really can act. Like he really can act. What do you say? What did he just do?
No,
I said Digger, and he goes,
"Oh, Digger! Oh my God!"
What's up, buddy?
I said The Dirt. That shit's called Digger. Yeah. No, yeah. So okay, so like I said, we all had Leo. We all had Leo and Denzel. I had Matthew McConaughey and Jamie Foxx. Daryl had Robert De Niro and Jim Carrey. And Tyler, you had
Daniel
Day-Lewis and
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, yes. Okay, so and obviously, I mean those are household names. So
why didn't we put any women on there?
No, hey, they're two separate categories. So
yeah, we said actors, male actors.
They call women actors still.
Well, we was talking actors.
But when they do the same Oscar category, then I'll put them together.
That's why they do. When they do.
I am pro women. Let everybody
know. When they start doing best actor in a movie and it's all just one genre, then we'll treat it like that.
You're fine. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Who will be my best Mount Rushmore actresses?
We can do that. We can do that at a later date. We can do that at a later date.
Yeah. All right. So Daryl's on the pod for a reason today. He has a gripe to pick with Hollywood, essentially.
Ew.
He's gonna talk about it. It's basically why is Denzel being disrespected?
Yeah. There's thank you for having me. Honestly, I only wanted to be on here because I had to get this off my chest. I've been saying this to myself for the past 4 months, like in the mirror. I'm in the shower saying this, but I just don't understand why Denzel Washington is getting so much disrespect nowadays. Like even while we were waiting on Glenn, Tyler was being a little bit disrespectful. I
just said he's chose some dud ass movies recently. Is all I said. Recently.
This is where I get confused because if you ask anybody, we all just did a Mount Rushmore. We didn't talk about it before. We all had Denzel on there, and I knew for a fact we were all gonna have Denzel on there. And if you ask any critic, from the most highbrow critic to the most average moviegoer, who's the best actors? Let's say top four. I would say like 95% of people are gonna have Denzel there. But then I'm seeing all these lists where they do top movies of the past whatever years, and I'm not seeing no Denzel. So this I didn't realize this until last year. The New York Times, they did the top 100 movies of the 21st century. So from 2025, 100 movies. I remember I was in bed. I was going through the list, and I don't have too many gripes with the list. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. But there's not one Denzel movie on there. And I was like, am I tripping? I went through this like 4 times. I was like, I know there's a Denzel Washington movie on here. No, not one Denzel Washington movie. How can you tell the story of cinema the last 25 years and not mention Denzel? It doesn't make sense. Yeah. It like if that's a story that you're telling, your story fucking sucks. It just isn't right? So I'm like, how is this the case? The New York Times in 2020, they did a list of the top 20 actors of the last 20 years so far. Guess who's number one?
Denzel.
So,
but he don't got no.
how can the New York Times say Denzel Washington is the best actor in the last 20 years, and then 5 years later be like he doesn't have a movie, a top 100 movie in the last 25
Gotcha.
years? It doesn't make sense. And
No,
then
for sure.
I'm also seeing other places like the Ringer. They did a list, top 25 of the last 25 no Denzel movies. So that's when I went from here to here.
Yeah, because the Ringer now New York Times, I don't really respect their opinion, so I'll keep their opinion like with a grain of salt. But when you're talking about the Ringer doing that, Sean Fennessy, Bill Simmons, Chris Ryan, like those guys, I respect their opinion, and they movie snobby, especially Sean Fennessy. He's super movie snobby. So it's like I know y'all should have some Denzel movies for
No
sure.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
but then here's the thing. I think last year, they did a top 100 performances of the last 25 years. Denzel Washington's Training Day is on there, number 7, which by the way is too low, but it's still top 10. How every other movie from 1 to like 15, that movie is on their list, is on the New York Times list. How is Training Day the only one that's just like, hey man, this is an all-time performance, but it's just not good enough to be a top 100 movie in the last
which
20?
is crazy because Denzel's like the one thing about the movie, Denzel's performance in the movie is so good that it overshadows the fact Ethan Hawke is good in this movie.
Hey, you know what? I was gonna say that.
He's good in the movie.
Talking about Mount Rushmore's, Ethan Hawke would definitely be a solid 5 because he'd be acting his ass off in everything he
Ethan
does.
Hawke is very like Denzel is just so great in the movie, but it's like Ethan Hawke is good in that movie. He plays he plays protagonist just as good as Denzel. Like Denzel is just a super all-time antagonist. Now I did see something before you brought up this topic where people have been saying the thing with Denzel is he's kind of stuck in his Alonzo character, like he can't get out of it anymore. But I disagree. Obviously, Fences pushes back on that. But when you so now let me ask you this: 100 movies. We don't have to go through the list of 100 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Last 25 years. What movies do you feel like need to be in there? Training Day is obviously a one.
American.
For me, it'd be the one thing about me in movies and TV is I love iconic, great performances. I will say I love a movie. Obviously that movie has to hold up, but I respect good performances, great performances. So like all of my favorite movies are movies that people are putting in work. Training Day, Denzel, Whiplash,
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons.
Yes.
Obviously Heath Ledger, like that Joker performance will be on any list. Like I respect that kind of stuff. So like Training Day has to be on there. If you look up top performances in cinema, we'll have that Denzel Training Day. So why can that not be? Obviously, the reason why it's not making a lot of lists because it's a genre movie. Like it's a cop movie, it's a crime movie. Okay, but
but those are the type of movies that make it though. To me,
like it should, and you know what? That was just so disrespectful. I mean, I just can't quite understand it. Like, how can you tell the story of cinema for the past 25 years and not mention the
and see my gripe, and this is my gripe, because like you said, so Training Day, obviously, right? Where I think Training Day is his best performance acting, but where I think he has a better movie where it's like, okay, I don't see Training Day on there. I'm like, okay, where I roll my eyes 100% is American Gangster. American Gangster to me, there is too many elite actors, too many elite Oscar level actors, like this is Denzel and Russell Crowe with Josh Brolin. You know what I'm saying? Like just to name a few, and it's like that's a all-time movie. Even though this is going to sound a little childish, I don't care what nobody say. Remember the Titans is one of the best movies of the last 25 years. That movie ended racism in 6 days. Like we all know that. Everybody know that. If you just play football, racism will end.
And you don't get blood on my jersey.
Yeah, like if you don't want to say the Equalizer 2 and 3, that first Equalizer, like who don't like the first Equalizer? What do you think? What is there some Denzel movies that you like? You know what I'm saying?
I said American Gangster earlier because I think that like that's one of his most underrated. Like we talk about like all these gangster movies, talking about like Goodfellas and things like that. I think American Gangster's just as good, if not better than some of those.
Honestly, it really is. It really is. Like we give Robert De Niro and Pacino and them like y'all play the gangsters and the gang, and it's like, bruh, Frank Lucas. Now he might, because he was smaller than them. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah,
but Denzel is, like I said, I that not seeing that on there, I love like it's hard to say if I love a movie because it's a good movie or if I love a movie because of Denzel. Like I love Safe House. I
Yeah.
love Book of Eli. Like so I'd be like, okay, am I tripping? Now I can't remember if Man on Fire is before 2000, but if it's after 2000,
That's 2000. That's 2000. It was after Training Day.
then that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like Man on Fire.
Yeah.
Nah, Man on Fire is directed crazy because Tony Scott.
Like I was telling Tyler, like it seems like in this, and I want to say this: if this list went back to the 1990s, they probably would have put Malcolm X on there. That would be my guess.
For sure, obviously, because that's to me is
cool.
first
Like
row.
people love him, Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Still, again, if you tell a story of cinema, you have to put. I don't care if you gotta lie. If you gotta say, if you don't feel like Training Day is a top movie, you put it in there anyway. I don't care.
I feel like when the generation behind us goes, it'll be looked at differently because I feel like our generation respects Denzel so much because our parents respected Denzel so much. And we are the next writers. We're the next, podcast people where it'll be like Denzel, like Tyler even said, like Tyler, yes, you made the comment where you like Denzel has put out some what you doing lately.
I mean,
movie.
he's just
But you allowed him to do that.
Just
Like, damn.
he's just picking movies now. Like, all right,
Yeah,
whatever.
I ain't gonna lie, highest to lowest, I don't know why him nor Spike. I don't know.
I don't even. I have never spoken publicly. I haven't mentioned it. I haven't.
Yeah, it's just.
I ain't gonna. I'm gonna act like it didn't even come out.
Facts. And listen, because it got.
Well, I don't know. I ain't never seen it.
Yeah, I don't know what they was thinking. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what they was thinking, but
I mean, it's funny to me that nobody, like, even in the last 25 years, you would think even like the Great Debaters would be talked about. I mean, that movie's very well received.
Well,
so it's like,
I forgot about the Great Debaters. What's crazy is think about it. Like, think about how it's so crazy. Like you said, so many people respect him. He decided out of nowhere, like, yo, I'm finna go back to the theater because this is what I like to do. Boom. You got the highest grossing Broadway, you and Jake. Because y'all just, I want to go do something. So it's like, you get respect. I want to go see that shit. That shit was $700 a ticket.
You want to go see it?
I wanted to go see it. I was like, oh, I would love to go to Broadway and see, like, this is once in a lifetime. And it was like $700 to get in the door.
Yeah.
But and then after the show, what's crazy is after each night, they said Denzel was standing out there signing autographs. Like, bro, he is an actor's act. Like, he is a man of the people for real.
How do you pay $700 to go see that?
Like, to see Broadway, like, if it, again, to get to, you got to get to New York and all that. That's the headache. If it was like here in Houston, there would have been no questions.
That's like LeBron James playing at your local high school and be like, hey man, like, y'all want to come see LeBron James play?
Like,
I mean, I guess.
That's, like I said, again, you brought it to my attention when you was like, oh, look at the New York Times list, because I didn't really see that. I didn't know the Ringer did it as well with Sean Fennessy in them. And it's crazy because I know, like, they like these movies, especially when you listen to, like, the rewatchables and stuff. Like, they always doing Denzel movies. But then you're like, oh, his big movies ain't really, like, we haven't even said Fences. And it's like, and Fences to me that's one of the biggest things in the Oscar, because why did Casey Affleck win Best Actor for Manchester by the Sea over Fences? In his acceptance speech, he said, Denzel, you should probably win. I have never watched that movie because I feel like Denzel was robbed. So I'm like, I'm not watching the Casey Affleck movie. I love Casey.
I love it so much. It's like, it's a movie which I understand how it probably could win because it's not an original screenplay. Like it's a play on screen, you know. So I understand how they could be knocked for that, but I love this. It's like the only movie that probably one of the only two movies I've ever seen that I'm like, this looks very familiar to me. Like this, like obviously I wasn't raised in the 1920s or whatever. I think it's set like around 1920s, but like this seems like very. This seems like what I grew up with, like my relationship with like my father, like how Black people pass down trauma and pass down like their generational failures. Like I'm like this thing, and of course you have Denzel and you got Viola just hitting doing their thing, you know. So
I'm sitting here listening to you, and like I'm thinking, Tyler, you can tell me if I'm wrong or right. Is John Q, is Antoine Fisher, are those 90s or those early 2000s?
John Q is definitely 2000s. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like, I'm just sitting here like, what movies came out in the 2000s? Like, who don't like John Q? I feel like I get mad when people say John Q their favorite Denzel movie. But I know it's a good movie. But I'll be like, come on, that's not your favorite Denzel movie. I'll be like, you're trying to be different. But John Q is a great movie.
Yeah,
that's a great, and it's Actually, I ain't
Inside
even say
Man.
it. That's my favorite Denzel movie. That's my favorite Denzel movie.
Inside Man definitely on there.
Bro, that's a movie I did not. I was like, what is this?
It's fire.
It's one of those. I think Man on Fire and Inside Man, other than the Equalizers, those are the most rewatchable movies. Especially if you take like a year or two to stop and not watch Inside Man, you might forget what happens. Oh, then it's like you lock right back in. Like, damn, this shit.
And it's the Spike Lee actually doing the right amount of Spike Lee. Like, some Spike Lee can get too Spike Lee-ish.
Yeah.
Like at the highest to lowest. So, Inside Man was the perfect amount of Spike Lee, boy.
Yeah. Spike Lee be getting randomly black as hell.
Maybe having orchestras playing over the.
He did that shit in Black Klansman, man.
Oh,
he did that shit I love Black Klansman. He did that shit in Black Klansman for no reason.
Killing me, bro.
Oh,
What
man.
he did? There was the Magnificent Seven was fire.
Yeah,
I forgot about
That's a
that
rewatchable
movie.
Last movie though. Rewatchable last movie.
I watched that movie and I was like, Denzel could be in a Western. Like, that was in a Western, bro. That nigga could have been Kevin Costner in the Yellowstone. I swear to God, he could have been Kevin Costner.
And now Denzel in his 70s, he's just trying to have fun. He like, I'm about to be in a Black Panther movie. Fuck it.
Yeah. What's crazy, actually, bro, hold on, that's crazy. I'm sitting here now, nigga, I just tied it together. Magnificent Seven was him and Ethan Hawke again.
Yeah.
I just put that together.
And you know what? Actually, one of his better performances was in Flight, which I don't know how.
That movie scared the fuck out of me. I've only watched it once because I fly too much.
I love Flight.
Nah, after I watched that movie, I had like a little bit of turbulence. I ain't never been thinking about no turbulence. Nigga, I was in that whole like, I was like, oh yeah, I ain't watching that movie again. I was like, can I fly the plane upside down? Like, hell no. Damn, Flight was good as shit though.
Yep.
That's amazing. My
joke right now.
Off of just off of my mind real quick. Training Day, Flight, Remember the Titans, Fences, and Inside Man.
Mine is Inside Man, American Gangster, Training Day. I'm an Equalizer nigga through and through. And then I'd probably say, did I say Inside Man, Man on Fire, Training Day, American Gangster? Oh yeah, and the Equalizer. Yeah, absolutely. You, Tyler?
I mean, it's definitely.
Just run. Don't think. Just run.
No, I think it's a mixture of all those. Because I mean, I literally said I think American Gangster for sure. I do love Inside Man, so it's hard to not include it. Because I remember when that first came out, I watched it maybe like 7 or 8 times.
Yeah.
Shit.
And none of us have said no 9, which is crazy. We said no 9.
Philadelphia, Crimson Tide, my Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. What else do we say? If I can. Fences was really good. As far as like performance wise, definitely Fences was up there. Flight, I think. Goddamn.
Flight is so cold. I need to rewatch that. Maybe I'm mature enough now. I don't fly as much as I was back then.
I mean, it's still a little sketchy to think about because you're like, oh shit. But I think he was. I say that one because he was just. I mean, I don't know it. He was kind of selling it. It reminded me of Tom Hanks at the end of Captain Phillips, where he was just like he was in his zone and that shit had me like freaking the fuck out. I was like, oh okay.
And
I don't know how to nominate.
He said, I'm drunk.
Yeah, I'm drunk right now.
Drunk right now. No, have y'all seen the meme on Twitter when it be like, God help me?
Yes.
Oh, now.
I'm drunk right now.
Man on Fire though. I made my wife watch Man on Fire because she hasn't seen it yet, and that shit is so good.
That shit is
Michael Mann? Is that
that's Tony Scott.
Tony Scott, yeah, okay.
Scott. He be doing that weird camera shit. So basically, in short, Daryl's in conclusion, respect.
Watch a Denzel movie.
Yeah.
About it. Tweet about how great he is. Whenever somebody asks you what your favorite movies, just name a Denzel movie. Don't even matter like if it's really your favorite movie or not.
Facts. We gonna lose. We gonna lose Denzel soon, man. And it's like, bro, what the hell?
Hey,
when he said that he didn't think about retiring, it's like, damn.
I know.
So real quick, some quick hits that I wanted to get into. There's been a lot of trailers, a lot of stuff going on week to week. Anything, Daryl, that you saw that you want to talk about that's dropping soon that got you excited?
I mean, so we're recording this on Monday, right after the Super Bowl. And we were watching this together, and I kind of saw the trailer for the Cliff Booth spin-off that they're doing.
for the Quentin Tarantino Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It's not Quentin Tarantino though. It's
David Fincher.
Yeah, David Fincher. And I don't know. I know he's directed that. I'm not sure who's writing it.
Okay.
But that was interesting. I was like seeing the trailer, and I was like, what? I was like, what is on TV? And I was like, this is Brad Pitt. And I was like, oh wait, this is his character from the time. I was like, oh, they are doing a spinoff.
What's funny about that is they dropped. Y'all remember they dropped that news on April Fool's Day last year, and everybody was like, "Is this real?"
Like, okay, sure.
Yeah, like is this? And I had completely forgot about it, but I'm super excited. And obviously, him and David Fincher had did Seven and Fight Club, so it's like I love David Fincher's work, and like I'm really excited for that one. Tyler, anything that you've seen? I know there's some stuff coming out. We saw the news that we're responsible for directly. So if you want to let these people know.
Yeah, the Aragon TV show finally moving forward at Disney. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What the fuck?
But I mean, there's it's fine.
You don't know Aragon?
We're back, baby.
You don't know what Aragon is? You never read the book?
Those books came out years ago.
Yeah, we was kids.
Years ago.
Little nerd books, little dragon book, little mystery.
But sorry, I wasn't a nerd.
I mean, everybody knew about it back then, though. I mean, we've talked about Michael a few times already. That shit looks fire. Man. We haven't. That trailer cold as fuck.
Colin Domingo, he looked just like Joe Jackson, bro. He finna whoop them kids' ass. Oh my, that Michael trailer looks
that shit looks good as fuck.
Yeah.
Then I think there was there was another trailer for Project Hail Mary, which I mean I don't know. I heard the book's good, so I mean I'm gonna watch it, and it's got Ryan Gosling, so might as well.
I'm excited for that because it's Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And I know Prime ain't cheap. That's Bezos.
People speak highly of Project Hail Mary book. Like it's just like
I don't know anything about it. Yep. And like I'm like, okay, it's Amazon Prime, it's Ryan Gosling. Like I like Ryan Gosling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm curious about it.
That's what I mean. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people talk about the book and all that, and saying, it's one of the best books I've ever read. So I'm just kind of like, all right, I'm not going to read it now. I'm just going to watch it and see what happens.
Yeah.
But it seems interesting enough, I guess. I mean, I like the space shit and whatnot. So we'll see how he does.
The trailer I saw that I was excited for is a couple of them is TV shows. I love TV shows. That DTF St. Louis, it's a HBO show. It's gonna have Jason Bateman and I can't remember his real name, but Harper from Stranger Things. I forget his name.
The sheriff.
What's the sheriff's name, real quick?
Dane from
David Harbour.
David Harbour. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I saw that, and then that looks good. That comes out on HBO. That's gonna be March 1st, and it's gonna be a Sunday show. So I'm like, okay. At this point with HBO, for me, Sunday night show. You ain't missed a Sunday night show in that decade. And then the other show that I'm really excited about, they just dropped a trailer for, was the Rooster Show with Steve Carell. That is that's coming to HBO, and that's done by Bill Lawrence. And Bill Lawrence did Shrinking, Ted Lasso, Scrubs. So right now, whatever Bill Lawrence, I didn't watch Scrubs, but Shrinking and Ted Lasso, if that's the formula. And Steve Carell, I'm good. Comedy show, I'm good with that. So, as we get ready to wrap up here, you know how we end our show. Daryl, what's something you're excited to watch this week?
Well, I already mentioned the episode 5 of Night of the Seven Kingdoms that'll drop Sunday. And then I was talking to Tyler. I haven't watched any of Shrinking, so I think Shrinking's on episode like 2, maybe
2 or 3. Yeah,
2 or 3. So I'll probably catch up on that, and then also a Hijack. Also on Apple, which is just Idris Elba.
Are you watching that show right now, week to week?
No.
Okay. So I watched the first episode of the show. Did you watch the first episode of season 2?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I watched the first episode of season 2 real quick. No crazy spoilers. But obviously this season he's on a train, right? And I was watching it, whatever, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm interested. He's hijacking the train. I don't know why. So I don't know what's going on. But that's how the episode ends. He was like, I'm hijacking this train. I haven't watched the episode since because I'm like, let me let this get some episodes out. Because I was like, yeah. Because I'm confused.
Yeah.
But I liked the first season, so I was like, okay. But I was confused for sure. Like, why are you hijacking the train? You was a hero a couple years ago when the hell was going on.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll still be a hero.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, but I was like, I wasn't rocking with that. So yeah, and then you caught up on Shrinking as far as like the seasons. You just
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I'm excited because Crime 101 comes out in movie theaters. I'm super excited to watch that movie. I actually just went to Barnes and Noble the other day and bought the book. I'm gonna try to read it this week. The book is done by the same guy who wrote Savages that was turned into a movie. So I'm super excited about that. And then obviously I know I'm in a relationship, so we're going to see Wuthering Heights. Super excited. Jacob Elordi and my baby Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm hoping it's real freaky deaky. But yeah, I'm very excited about that. Those two. So those are the 2 movies I'm trying to go see this week. Tyler, what you watching?
Well, I'm probably gonna have to watch Love Is Blind, but that's not what I'm excited for. I'm excited for Crime 101 because I've been looking for that.
Love Is Blind has a new season dropping?
Yeah, this Wednesday, which is unfortunate for me. But
what city is it? Do you know?
Oh fuck no! I stopped paying attention to that after the first season. I don't know.
I watched that Houston season. They were tripping. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question real quick? Because I can't remember if y'all spoke on it, but have y'all seen Wonder Man?
Yeah.
Yes. I put Wonder Man in my the top 5 shows from January.
Yep.
I really liked that show. Real quick, we'll give a review. I thought it was Marvel. Like, I like when Marvel relaxes and it's not so uptight and it's real comedic. I like the fact that it was a lot of Hollywood satire, like, giving a look at being an actor in Hollywood. I love a show where an actor is acting in the show. Like,
me too.
Yeah.
That always works for me.
It does. Listen, even in Smarty Supreme, Gwyneth Paltrow having a little bit of acting in the movie, I was like, I love this. I was like, you got to learn lines, thin the lines, like Inception. Yeah, no, I really like the show. It was super easy to watch. I love that they dropped the whole show too. That if they would have made it week to week, I would not. But I loved it. Yeah. Now I'm confused as to where it's gonna go as far as, but if it's its own standalone thing, I think that's perfect.
Marvel don't know where it's going.
But I really enjoyed the show though, for sure. And I love I don't know the actor's guy, but anytime.
Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
No, not him, not the black dude. Trevor Sacheri. I love
Sir
that
Ben Kingsley.
You
don't know Sir Ben Kingsley? Sir Ben Kingsley.
I didn't know his name. He knighted, or is he knighted, or is it Ben King? Okay, so it's Sir Ben.
His first name is Sir.
Listen, bro. You said the nigga name was Yahya.
Well, I was talking about Yahya.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm saying, like, nigga name could be Sir. But I didn't know his name, but I know I've seen him obviously a bunch of stuff. But I like that he was. I love the character Trevor Sacheri. Like, that character is so funny in Marvel.
Every time he on screen, it's just funny to me.
Yeah, he was even like in the show doing like callbacks. I did that. I'm the Mandarin. Yeah, like I like Wonder Man for sure. So you watching Love Is Blind?
Unfortunately, yeah.
I know you watching Bridgerton too.
Crime 101 is what I'm actually excited for to watch. But
his wife told us that we don't watch enough women shows. So our next episode,
we already watched Bridgerton.
We're gonna talk about Bridgerton because we're not giving enough variety.
Shout out to the women's shows, I guess. There you go.
Yeah, shout out to the women's shows.
Support the women.
For the women. We support women over here, like you said.
I'm not Love Is Blind. What's our show? Love Island this summer.
I haven't watched any of that shit.
Yeah, listen, I ain't gonna lie, that shit is funny.
We've been told to watch Traitors. We haven't watched that either.
I ain't watched that shit.
Traitors.
Yeah, and Heated Rivalry. Not watching that.
No, not. Yeah, I don't know.
Not watching that.
Are you not pro?
No, I am. Hey, I am, but I'm just not my type of show. Not my type of show. All right, we're gonna get up out of here. Appreciate you, Daryl, for coming to pod with us. Yeah, man. Listen, y'all have a good week. Let's surf, baby.